Cause the devil is a lie, eh? I'm telling you the truth, eh? It's all in what you do, hey. Some things you gotta do, hey, 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 hey. Hey, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to join my Patreon, man. It's barbershop conversations on Patreon. Just put it in the description box, and guess what? I'll pop right up. Anyways, man, let's jump into this shit, man. First off, I got some Starburst jelly beans, man. Man, them jelly bellies got too many flavors in it. And when you cutting weight, these got basically no calories in it. You know what I mean? And you can go, 7, 8 running mates. You know what I mean? 7, 8 running mates. You know what I mean? Anyways, man, let's jump into this shit real quick, man. 7-Eleven. When you drop a red one, shit, you got to pick that hoe up immediately. So, anyways, man, Gary Russell. Gary Russell said in a Boxing Voice interview that Leo Santa Cruz was promised to him next. And I'm not sure if next is after the Tank Davis fight. Does that put them on the same schedule? I don't know that. But what I will say this is, I was gonna make this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do the same video, but just reverse the names in another video, so it can get double the clicks and people can understand where I'm coming from with this. Tank Davis, Gary Russell. That's the fight we should be building up in Atlanta, in the DMV area. Obviously, it's going to be in the DMV area at the Washington Wizards. I was about to call them the Washington Bullets in that arena. I think it's that important. I think we're going about it the wrong way. I think we've been misled, misunderstood. We've been hoodwinked to believe that Mexicans carry the sport. Leo Santa Cruz has never sold out a fight here in Los Angeles. He and Abner Mares did not sell out. Mikey Garcia did not sell out here. They don't sell out in Ontario. They actually condensed the arena in Ontario. However, Gary Russell sold out the MGM. I was there. And 2, Tank Davis sold out Baltimore, Atlanta, and whatever the case may be, right? The list goes on and on, right? He's a showstopper, right? And what's the fight fans are being hoodwinked to believe is that we need Latinos to promote us. We need an elite Latino on our resume to complete us. Why are we looking for validation? Why are we looking for validation? Why are you telling everybody the guy who produced Schindler's List? We don't care. We don't care about niggas that invite other niggas to the party. All right. That's not the cloth we should be cut from. Come by yourself or bring 3 women. That's it. All right. We don't men who talk about knowing other men and saying this and that, and that's the equivalent to saying, hey, I beat Valdez, Gonzalez, Vasquez, Jose. And nah, how about we fight each other? How about we build fights to fight each other? Okay. All right. The fight we should be building is Gary Russell versus Tank Davis. Now, here's what's going to happen. Remember, I said this first. They're going to run into each other eventually, because that's basically the only fight that PBC can put together in that area that can potentially be a pay-per-view fight. But Leo Santa Cruz has to get beat by Gary Russell so they can get 3 to 4 or 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Listen, if Tank Davis goes off and fights Leo Santa Cruz, no traction. I'm not validating that fight. I can't come to y'all and say, hey, y'all should go buy that Tank Davis fight. No. Leo Santa Cruz needs to be fighting Gary Russell, and we should use our muscle to convince people the same way we pressured the WBC, the same way we can do the same thing to PBC and let you know Gary Russell deserves Leo Santa Cruz. Period. All right. And that's the way it should be. I got to ride with Gary Russell. He was the only one when Kelly Swanson was coming down my throat. saying them racial slurs and all that. He was the only one to say, hold up, let me come here, Fred. The only one. All right, and that's real spill. You know what I mean? He was like 1 feet away listening to her spit that venom. So at the end of the day, man, we don't play victims. And two, we got to start ushering ourselves to the elite. All right. If listen, people say, "Oh, I'm gonna make millions fight." No, you're not. No, you're not. Tank Davis, why would you come to LA and fight Leo Santa Cruz? You're helping him out. If you want to help somebody out, help Gary Russell out. Quote unquote, help Gary Russell out. How about you do that? All right. We got to step away and start seeing things from 50,000 feet. And Gary Russell's gonna put on a hell of a show. So I can't wait to watch Gary Russell fight, man. I tell you, he's like Odell Beckham to me. There's no ceiling on how great he can become and how great he actually is currently. I will forever believe Gary Russell is special, and I've had the pleasure to spend some time with him, understand the type of man that he is. He's the 126 version of Deontay Wilder. He just does it with hand speed. Deontay Wilder does it with power. Simple as that. Although he's been stopping everyone lately, with the exception of Jojo Diaz. So, but yeah, man, I think that we got to get off this horse. We got to get off this Latino horse. I'm not kicking them out of boxing. Mikey Garcia didn't come back and say, "Hey, I need to go fight that guy I need to go fight this guy." No, he said, "Jesse Vargas, I'm gonna give you a payday." Right? Leo Santa Cruz didn't come back to LA and say, "Hey, Gary Russell, hey, come to LA, I'll fight you." No, he said, "Abner Mares, I'm gonna fight you again." This is real spill. These are facts. Leo Santa Cruz fought Miguel Flores. You know what I mean? The reason why Tank Davis that fight ain't in Vegas because they saw where the tickets were bought from. Leo Santa Cruz didn't sell as many tickets as they thought he would. Everyone came for Deontay Wilder. That's a fact. You know how I know that? There's no Mexican on this card in February. None. None. I don't see no Mexicans. The November card, all Mexicans. No one knew English but Deontay Wilder. No one. And now you look back, you got to understand the business of boxing, man. I'm telling you, man, we coming. But we got to make them respect us. You know what I mean? Gary Russell deserves Leo Santa Cruz, and I stand by that. Gary Russell stood by me. I stand by him. Period. End of discussion. That's simply how it's put. We had the interview of the year, most people say. You understand what I'm saying? Because of his ability to be authentic in my presence. You understand what I'm saying? And for him, I'm grateful. So I'm gonna reciprocate that as best I can. So don't forget the entire Gary Russell clan. I wish I could be there. I should be closing escrow between now and then or at the end of next week. But damn, man, I wish I could be. I want to support Gary Russell, like for real, for real. And but that's how I feel about this situation, man. Tank, don't let them use you. All right. Do what's best for your career. The best move ain't a Leo Santa Cruz fight. Trust me, you will have under 200,000 pay-per-view buys, maybe even 150,000. I'm just being honest with you. The gate is gonna look good. You know what I mean? And if you talking about May, yeah, the Mexicans gonna come out on to some degree because they used to and they ain't got to travel as much. You know what I mean? But Tank, why you're the ace high? Why don't you take him to uncomfortable territory, DMV, Atlanta now? But you want to be a megastar? Oh, no, 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 no. You bring Gary Russell out here. Bring Gary Russell out. You'll still have 12 to 15,000 fans in the stands. Just being real with you. Just being real. We got to learn to protect one another. Fred, why don't you publicly talk about YouTube medias? And I had to learn this. I had to grow into this, especially the black ones. I don't talk about them on my YouTube channel. When y'all say, "Hey, Fred," when y'all DM me, this man talk every day. Fred, this man talking about it go. And that's what I hope that us fighters can do is grow into our greatness and understanding the bigger picture. Let's start paying each other. All right, let's start paying each other, man. Gary Russell and Tank. Listen, Gary Russell and Leo Santa Cruz is only one fight. No matter how Gary Russell and Tank Davis end, it's a fight. It's a 2-fight deal. No matter. No one wants to see Leo Santa Cruz versus Gary Russell. That's what I'm saying. And Gary Russell said Al promised him that fight. We gonna see. So, anyways, man, that's what I feel on this situation. Gary Russell, Showtime, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the DMV. Show up and show out, man. And good luck, Gary Russell, and the entire family, man. Good luck to the entire family. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all fight this weekend, and I'm gonna treat all them fights like the Super Bowl. So I'll be glued to the tube, and I may even do a post fight reaction to that fight. All right. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, so, anyways, man, barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and 7-8 running mates, 7-8 running mates, 7-8 running mates, 7-11, 7-11, 7-11. Peace, niggas. Peace.